hood, we'll see better days. Tell a fan sorry, y'all let them wait. Shit up there like a Saturday. Listen to me, how I beat this beat up like a battle.
Yo, what up, guys? This is your boy Kofi with KO Sports Talk, and I'm with my co-host Chuck Full Damage Miller.
What up?
On another episode of the KO Sports Hangout session, bro. But
Yes, sir.
Before we start this video, guys, make sure to like and subscribe for my content, and make sure to hit that notification bell so you can get the latest and greatest news updates in regards to Chicago Bears, and not only Chicago Bears news, but Chicago sports in general. I mean, are there any Chicago sports teams that is doing well? We're like stuck in mediocrity. I mean, Cubs suck, White Sox suck, Bulls suck, Blackhawks suck.
Hey, somebody got something to the forefront. Come on, Bears. Pick us up, baby. Pick us up.
Bears, man. We need a Chicago sports team that we can go to.
Yeah, we need to pick me up because right now, hey, the Chicago Sky are mediocre.
Yeah, they're mediocre.
Yeah, I was trying to say they was good, but nah, they mediocre.
They like but
teetering around 500. Yeah.
What up, Eric? How you doing, bro? How you doing, man? Welcome to the show, bro.
Hey, welcome back, my brother.
How you doing, bro?
Bears going to win the Super Bowl, so there's that. Oh, okay.
I was going to even ask you about the whole, I mean, like, people are just coming out. I know we're going to talk about this a little bit later on.
Jesus, are they ever?
Or you want to talk about it? You want to talk about it right now, or do you want to go to it later?
Hey, Coach, it's your show, bro. However you want to roll. We can wait, or we can do it now. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, let's talk about it right now. I mean, like you know, the expectations, right? I know we kind of talked about the expectation. You know, we did our
right.
We did our season prediction. You know, what is the ceiling for this team?
Yeah.
We broke it down, but we're gonna break. I kind of want to talk a little bit more about it, because I mean, there are some pundits that are like talking about the Chicago Bears, like Rich Eisen saying the Chicago Bears going to the Super Bowl with Caleb Williams, and then also with Nick Wright saying the Chicago Bears lead them to a Super Bowl. Then you have other ones saying, you know, Chicago Bears might win 11, 12 games and maybe win a playoff game. And then you have some others who think the Chicago Bears, you know, they're good enough, but they're not good enough to go to the playoffs, you know. But Chuck, I kind of wanted to get your thoughts on this, or you want me to go first, or you want to go first about this?
It's up to you, bro. You can dive in if you want to.
Okay, I'll dive into it. Yeah, but the thing about it is that I get Rich Eisen. I get that I understand that, you know, the logic, you know, with Caleb Williams, he's going into one of the best situations possible.
Right.
But I mean, you got to temper your expectation because, yeah, he is a rookie at the end of the day, you know, and typically rookies, like I think out of the 6 rookies that went to the playoffs, you know, those 6, you know, the one of the rookies, the farthest that one of the rookies has gone to, I think, was like Ben Roethlisberger to the AFC Championship game, and Brock Purdy, he's gone to an NFC Championship game, but they never made it to the Super Bowl. No rookie quarterback in NFL history has ever made it to the Super Bowl, let alone win one.
At least not as a starter.
Not as a starter. Yeah, exactly. Not as a starter. Right. There's only 6 rookie quarterbacks, I believe, that as a starter, you know, took their team, you know, to the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was CJ Stroud. It was Sean King of the 20. I think, it was Sean King.
Did Mitch Trubisky take the Bears in his rookie year to the playoffs?
No.
Okay.
Remember, because his first season was with Mike Glennon, and then like half a season he came in, right? And, like I think he went like I think he won like 1 or 2 games, but his second season they went to the playoffs. But yeah, I think it was Sean King. It was out of the 6 rookies, it was Sean King, CJ Stroud,
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Luck,
Right.
Ben Roethlisberger. I forgot who the other two is. Who are the other two? I said CJ Stroud.
Said
But they're
Sean, C.J. Stroud, Andrew Luck, Ben Roethlisberger. You said it was 6 of them.
six who took their team to the playoffs as a starter. Oh,
6
Brock Purdy.
rookies.
Brock Purdy's number 5. I forgot the last one.
Brock Purdy is 5.
5.
It is 6. That's a good one, bro. Wouldn't be Jimmy Garoppolo, would it?
No, it's not Jimmy Garoppolo.
It's not Jimmy G.
Team to the playoffs.
Eric, help us out, brother. Help us out.
Oh, who's the 6-1, guys? Who's the 6-1? I can't think of it.
Yeah, help us out with this one. Name.
I'm actually trying to look it up.
The 6 rookie QBs who have taken their.
Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott.
Really? Dak did?
Yeah, Dak Prescott.
Oh, wow. I forgot all about that. In
2016.
Yeah, they were
Dak
rookies.
Prescott. That's the last one. Dak
He
Prescott.
and
So
Ezekiel
6.
Elliott. Yeah, okay.
Dak Prescott.
About that. Yeah, okay.
So those are the 6 rookie quarterbacks, in NFL history who took their team to the playoffs. And, like I said, Caleb Williams, he's going into a great situation. And the fact that I like what, Matt Eberflus, he was talking about, how he's literally throwing him into the wolves, putting all of the starters against Caleb Williams, having Montez Sweat in there, in the edge, Javon Dexter, all those guys. They're trying to put pressure on them, and they're trying to put putting disguised defenses, on Caleb Williams, and Caleb Williams, of course he has a lot of work to do. He's only a rookie, he's talking about working on his cadences, the fact that he's asking a lot of these questions, learning like the playbook and all that, I think that's as good. But at the same time, to have to put all those expectations on him to going to the Super Bowl.
All these lofty Patrick Mahomes.
Lofty expectations on him. First, we got to see how he's going to do. First of all, we got to see how he's going to do the first couple weeks in the NFL game because he hasn't put his pads on. Yeah, he's facing a potential top 5 defense in the Chicago Bears, but we got to see how he's going to play with pads on. We got to see how he's able to adapt to the NFL speed. He hasn't even gotten hit yet. And so, sometimes like when these NFL, these college players come into the league, when they get hit, they get rattled and like they're not ready for that, so we're not going to know how Caleb Williams is going to respond to the NFL speed, the speed of the game. And so we have to see how he's going to respond before we can make that critique, in my humble opinion. And on the same spectrum, people who say that the Bears, they're never going to make the playoffs. I'll give you a list of teams, right? So there's 7 teams that, every year that go to the playoffs. So out of the 7 teams that you can name me, what are besides the Philadelphia Eagles, I would say maybe, the San Francisco 49ers, maybe the Lions, the Cowboys. Hell, you can even maybe put the Packers in there. Out of those teams, name me 2 other teams that are better than the Chicago Bears right now as a roster as a whole. I mean,
well, you got to put the Detroit Lions slightly ahead of us in there.
Oh, that's what I already said. I said that. Detroit.
Did you say Detroit? Did you say Detroit? Okay, yeah.
I said Detroit.
Got to give them the nod. Some people would look at Atlanta and they would, fall in love with what they're seeing in Atlanta because Atlanta did add a lot of they did fill a lot of holes this offseason, and they got a lot of depth at quarterback now. I don't know why you need that much depth at quarterback, but they got a lot of it at quarterback now. But it's not many teams that you can point to that you can say readily in the NFC, this team is way ahead of the Chicago Bears. This team will finish in front of the Chicago Bears. One thing I will say about it, though, Kof, is I totally agree with you, bro. This is ridiculous that the national media is putting this kind of pressure in the lap of Caleb Williams. I understand Caleb is a quote unquote generational talent, as they like to say. You know, he's a little more polished than what we generally expect. Matter of fact, a lot more polished than what we generally expect a QB to be coming out of the college ranks going into the pros. But we know, Coach, that there's always a learning curve when you come into the pros from college, bro. And it doesn't matter what your skill set and what your dominance level was at the college rank level. It's about what you can translate to the pros and how quickly you can catch up to the speed of the game at the next level. You're talking about running up on teams now that has a vested interest in shutting you down. These players are getting paid millions upon millions of dollars to come in and show the world that you're just a rook and you are not ready for prime time. So you're giving these guys incentive. If you're the Rich Eisens and the Nick Wrights of the world, you're giving them incentives to believe that they got something to prove to Caleb Williams when this kid has said absolutely nothing to these guys. Just like the league did with Lonzo Ball when he first was drafted by the LA Lakers, because his dad was hyping him up and he was saying all this good crap about him. And my son is the next Michael Jordan. And he better than Michael Jordan and all of this other stuff. Well, when he got to the league, because of all the hype that his daddy created, it was welcome to the league, rookie. Welcome to the NBA session for season.
And he still hasn't played in 2 or 3 years since then.
Right, but it's not that Lonzo Ball can't play. People, I don't want y'all to think he can't play. Mm-hmm. It's just he got a rude awakening when he got to the league, because they wanted this kid to know that you are not coming up here dominating nothing. So all that hype that you're hearing that's in your ears is telling you great and you're gonna be the next Michael Jordan and all of this other stuff. You can squash that. We're not letting it
unless
happen.
You're LeBron James.
We're going to show you what time it is once you hit this league, bro. We're going to show you when you get up here with the big boys what it's like. It's the same thing, wait for it, people, that Caitlin Clark is going through right now.
Yeah, exactly.
This isn't jealousy. It's not racism. It's not bully ball. It's not them doing anything that they didn't do to any other WNBA rookie when they came in. They are going to bust the rookie in their chops to let them know it's not sweet up here. You got to earn your way in this league. And personally, I believe Caitlin Clark, she will be great one day. I ain't got no doubt in my mind. But right now, she got to take her rookie lump.
I'm surprised they didn't put her in the Olympic team too, man. She should have been in the Olympic team.
Nah, Kobe. If you go look at that, and we can get into that a little later, but if you go look at that Olympic roster that they put out there, all you got to do is go through the list, bro. Show me one player on that list that she's going to trump to get a spot on that team. She's not outplaying any of those players. That team is a monster squad, bro. A monster squad. But we get on that later. I don't want to get off track. Let's come on back.
You're right.
But I just brought up the Caitlin Clark thing to say this is the same type of thing that I'm expecting Caleb Williams to have to endure at the NFL level. They can't wait to knock this kid's block off, to knock him off his rocker, to put him on his tuchus on the ground, to let him feel what an NFL hit feels like. They can't wait to rattle his cage. They can't wait to show him what intricate defenses look like, so that he would no longer think that these fling him all long ball superhero plays that he was doing in college is going to work at this level. They can't wait to get, they're salivating at the chops to come and see my new QB, bro. And this is why I am not a fan of the media today putting all of these lofty expectations on him. Is his talent level there? Yes. Does he have the poise for a guy who can take you to a Super Bowl and win it all? Absolutely. Is he comfortable in the pocket and under pressure? Yes. All of those things apply to Caleb Williams. But you don't make him be great until he becomes great. Don't put that pressure on this kid's back, because once you put that pressure on his back, you are now labeling a bullseye on him. See,
you're putting a bullseye on his target.
This is like a bullseye. Boom! This is right. You're making
a bullseye on his front and a target on his back.
Exactly. You're making them a target for the rest of the league because now they got to show Caleb Williams and the rest of the world that you ain't all that, bro. This is what they gonna do.
Yeah, because Colin Cowherd, freaking what's his name? Nick Wright, Phil Sims' son, Chris Sims, all those guys. Yeah, Rich Eisens, they're really hyping him up like he's the next Peyton Manning or something. Like he's gonna be like he's gonna be Peyton Manning.
In all my years of watching the NFL, I've never seen a quarterback get more hype from the media before he takes his first NFL snap in the history of this league. I've never seen this like I'm seeing it now, bro. This is the first time I've ever seen.
Not even Andrew Luck was this hype, bro.
Oh my God! And Andrew Luck was outstanding coming out of college. That kid was outstanding coming out of college. But you know, this is where Bears fans, we can't get caught up in the hype because now we're on Hard Knocks and you know, and they're making Caleb Williams the media darling, and they talking about his painted nails, and he gonna win his Super Bowl, he gonna win the championship, and he gonna, you know, some of them are saying the Bears are the favorite to win the division now, and all of this stuff. This is where we have to temper our expectations, Bears fans, and don't get caught up in the hype.
Don't get caught up in the hype.
The hype will set you up for a major disappointment. My expectations for Caleb Williams this year is simple. Get us to 10 wins. We had 7 wins.
Just get us to 9 wins. I'll be happy with 9 wins.
Well, I mean, I'm requiring 10 because I believe the kid has it in him. Plus, I look at this whole lineup behind me. If you look behind me, people, this is the roster that he's been given to work with. If you don't know who these people are, let me help you understand. To my far right here, that's Cole Kmet. Next to him, that's Roma Dunze. Next to him is Keenan Allen. Next to him is DJ Moore. Next to him is DeAndre Swift. And on the tail end here, this is Caleb Williams, the guy who's leading the charge. To me, he has more than enough to exceed a 7 to 9 win expectation. I'm looking for 10 because we got 7 last year with what? 1, 2, 3 of these guys not on this team. 3 of these guys, really 4 of these guys, if you include
4 of those guys on the team.
4 of those guys not on this team. We did that with DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift with DJ Moore and with Cole Kmet on the squad. If you add all of the rest of this to the mix, this should bolster us to 10 wins. We had 7 without this. Now we got all of this, and we got a top 5 defense. Yeah, I said top 5. I'm not backing off of that.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get 12 or 13 wins with this group. I'm just being honest.
If we do, Cove, it's a bonus, but it's not a requirement. I'm not going to put that kind of pressure on the kid.
Yeah, me too.
I think 10 wins is enough pressure for him to live up to. Because you got to understand, beyond just being intelligent enough and savvy enough to learn the offensive playbook and know how to call the plays, you got to know when to use these plays. You got to be able to read these intricate defenses because these defenses that he's going to see in the NFL, he's not seen those in college before. They don't play this brand of defense down there.
Not in the Pac-12, nope.
Exactly. So, you know, he used to seeing very vanilla stuff, very straightforward, easy to read, knowing where to find your man and pick the holes. It's very, very few intricate zone blitzes that he'll ever see at the college ranks. He's never seen zone blitzes like the NFL is about to show him. He's never seen a beast edge rushers like T.J. Watt coming off the edge, Nick Bosa and Joey Bosa and you know, and all of these
Sean Gary,
right? These were Sean Garys and you know the Daniil Hunters and all of these. Mm-hmm. These people are coming to kill him. They want his lunch money and they want it now. So he's got to learn to adjust to all that. We got to give this kid a chance to make his adjustment.
I don't see the Bears winning no more than 6 games, possibly 8, but no more than that. Okay,
and Damian, I thank you for your comment. I appreciate you sharing that, but I think that would be a great disappointment if that's all we were able to muster with all of the firepower that we have.
That's just lowering the expectation. That's like the floor.
Yeah. I mean, that's a modest expectation, Damian, but if I'm totally honest, bro, I don't believe that. You just saying that, bro.
The crocodile punter is going to win this game. What do you think about Tory Taylor, bro? People are talking, also hyping on Tory Taylor, the punter.
Mikey's going to kick us to victory.
He's going to kick us to victory. He's gonna at least give us a couple wins.
Croy. I can't wait to hear him say that. Croy.
Oh, it's Hard Knocks.
right.
That's gonna be really interesting when they interview Tory Taylor.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I think it's great. Now, don't get me wrong, Bears. Be excited because this is an exciting time to be a Bears fan. It is a lot of firepower on this team. I just ran out to you all these dudes that's behind me along with Caleb Williams. Let me tell you something. This is exciting for the Bears, for Bears fans, for football wise. And if we reach the playoffs, I wouldn't say that that's the end of the world to have as an expectation. I wouldn't say that's a lofty expectation. I think that is doable, but it's just not my goal. I want 10 wins. I want a double-digit season of wins. That's all I want at this point. If we can get 10 wins, then the rest of it is a bonus to me, you know. So there is a lot to be excited about. I just don't want us to overload this kid because if he doesn't live up to expectation, everybody's going to try to call him a bum, Kof. And we can't call him a bum because he doesn't impress us with the way we think things should go. You know, it's going to take some learning curves. Yeah, he only had, 14 interceptions in his college career to 93 total touchdowns, which is ridiculous. It's like John Madden football game level, astronomical. But that being said, you can't expect that at this level. He's going to throw some red zone interceptions, which we know he didn't do in the college ranks, where he had like one for his entire career with 60-some touchdowns, 61 touchdowns or some bananas. But we know he's going to throw some here. You know, he's going to have some gaffles, some mistakes. He's going to hold the ball too loose sometimes. He's going to get into some habits. He might have some fumbles. But hey, as long as he manages the game well, the Bears should be able to win with what we're putting on the field right now. You know, I heard Ryan Poles made mention in an interview, and I don't really cotton to this. This is some bull coming from Ryan Poles. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a stinker when I hear or smell a stinker from Ryan Poles. Two people heard Ryan Poles mention that, you know, that when he looked at the difference between Justin Fields and Caleb Williams, he saw that we could win with Justin Fields at quarterback, but he said we could win a Super Bowl because of Caleb Williams. I hear the logic. It makes sense, but let's be real, Ryan Poles, you just threw that crap out there to try to save face yet months on end to think that through. And that's the reason why he said
the only reason he got rid of him was because of the money, the whole money situation.
Absolutely. If you get two opportunities to reset the QB clock in terms of not having to pay a guy and you still get a quality QB at the position, it's just this is not semantics. We're not wrestling over this. These are numbers. This is crunching numbers, and it makes sense because if you can get a guy with this caliber of talent and still get all this behind me right now, you can still get all this. I'm sure you can build.
It's still a win-win situation.
You can build you can build a juggernaut of a franchise with that. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Even with Justin Fields, this still would have been a juggernaut because even if we didn't trade that pick, we could have you probably used that number one pick on a wide receiver and plus the number 9 pick on like a offensive line or whatever.
Bro, we could have traded that number 1 pick
or traded
it
down.
Whoever wanted Caleb and just loaded up. We're loaded now, but we could have been even more loaded. Even more, bro. But that being said, you know, you even with that statement, I think Ryan Poles has added a little bit too much pressure his way, man. Here to hear the delusional Chuck is sprung out. Oh, it's spurring out. Okay. So I'm delusion. The delusions that Chuck is spurring out. Okay, so Don, I hear you, bro. I don't know why I would be considered delusional, seeing that I'm not the guy that's anointing Caleb Williams as the rookie Super Bowl contender. I have not.
Hey, he's not freaking Nick Wright delusional.
Talk to Nick Wright. Talk to Nick Wright. Talk to Chris Sims. Talk to those guys, bro. I got us with 10 wins, bro. That's the only thing. The only place that I'm at. Now I don't know if you're hearing this too good, bro. You know, love you too, bro.
I know you can be delusional too, Don Burr. Oh, yeah. We gonna win the Super Bowl. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. What's up, Ron? I see you out there, bro. Bear down, big bro. Bear down, man. Yeah, but But I just think we need to temper expectations. Do I want us to get to a Super Bowl? Absolutely. If he wins the Super Bowl his rookie year, I will be stunned and cheering crazy like a kid in Toys R Us or something. You know, it's a shopping spree if we win the Super Bowl. But am I going to put that pressure on him? Absolutely not, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And I think it's just ridiculous for anybody to put that kind of pressure on a kid in his first year. Can the man take a snap at the NFL level? He ain't even had a preseason game yet, Coach. They put the man in the Super Bowl. Right? He hadn't even had a preseason game yet, Coach. They put the man in the Super Bowl. This is
I know. Guess what? The first preseason game, bro, is gonna be a straight out. It's gonna be a linebacker sack, like from the backfield. I bet you.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna get hit. Watch.
And justly so, they gotta let him know, hey, bro, welcome to the NFL. Every player has their welcome to the NFL moment. You know, Caleb Williams is not gonna be an exception.
He's gonna get cracked, man.
Yeah, they're gonna hit him, bro. They're gonna hit him. It's coming. It's coming nice and hard, too. My thing is just be able to stand up from it. That's all, bro. That's all. And, you know, if running out of bounds saves your life, Caleb, by all means, run out of bounds, bro. You don't have to impress me. Throw the ball away.
Throw the ball away.
Throw the ball away, man. Save your life. Live to fight another down, man. Do not be out here trying to show everybody that you can live up to the hype. You do not have to live up to the hype, bro. You do not have to live up to the hype. I do not want that expectation on you.
No. All right. So transitioning on to the next topic, you know, of course, you know, mini camp has just ended, and I believe training camp won't begin until July. I think they got the schedule right for the training camp.
Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah, it's out here.
Wait, when is it? Is it the 23rd of July, or when is it?
Training camp?
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure when it's. It might be July 15th. I think it's the 15th, bro.
Let me check the dates.
I want to say it's the 15th.
Oh, okay. No, I can't. Well, either way, it's going to begin. Okay, the 26th is going to begin from the 26th to August 15th.
Okay.
August 26th to August 15th. Okay, so, you know, with certain players, you know, that, you know, this upcoming season that has to step up, you know, besides Caleb Williams, Chuck, who are some other players that, you know, need to step up this season, you know, offense or defense, besides Caleb Williams, that need to step up this season in order for this Chicago Bears team to be a success in the 2024 season?
Other players that need to step up. I'm gonna put a little more press from the offensive end on Tyler Scott. I would like to see Tyler Scott come into his own. I do believe that he had some key moments, some breakout moments that were available to him last year. That some he capitalized on, some he didn't. You know, but I do see the potential there. I see a deep threat that, you know, if he polishes up his game, if he gets his nuances down right, develops his proper chemistry, I believe that he can be an X factor on a team that's loaded offensively at the receiving core. I think I can expect that from him. Another offensive player that I want to see more out of is Khalil Herbert. Now, I know Khalil had some shining moments last year. Not going to diminish him at all on that note, but bro, he has to give us more. And because of the disappointing season that he gave us overall, this is the reason why DeAndre Swift is now in town. You know, if he had had a better season, Bears probably wouldn't have went out and spent this capital on DeAndre Swift. You know, I'm not 100% sure what Ryan Poles would have did because he never does what I think he should do. But yeah, I got to see more out of him, especially him being like one of the seasoned veterans on this offense. You know, I got to see more out of Khalil Herbert. On the defensive side of the ball, and I think he's already, but I want to see more out of Javon Dexter. I keep hearing everybody say that we need a defensive.
That was actually one of my players too. Yeah.
Right. I keep hearing them say we need a D tackle, D tackle, D tackle. Well,
Yeah,
I really felt like Ryan Poles addressed our D tackle issues last year in the draft and in free agency. I think bringing in Big Billingsley from the Oakland Raiders, from the LA Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders, or whatever they are now, from the Raiders.
Yeah, Las Vegas.
Right. And drafting Javon Dexter and Zach Pickens was enough capital at the position for us to address the issue. So I need to see Javon Dexter take a leap forward. Zach Pickens has got to give me something too, bro. He just was MIA once the season started, bro. I didn't even know he was out there most of the time. But he had like maybe 1 or 2 sacks on the entire year, bro. That's not enough. That's not enough from that position, bro. Got to be more of a force in the middle of this D line. I love what our secondary is doing. I love our linebacker core. I really thought it took them a little while to get going, but TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds, they finally got it figured out in terms of what they needed to do and how they needed to gel in that linebacker core. I think Jack Sanborn is a highly underrated strong side linebacker that nobody talks about. I think that guy is really playing well. He's solid. You know, it's not a lot of times that you see this guy get beat in coverage or get run over by running backs or any of that type of stuff. He beats a lot of blocks, you know, from the tackles. He beats a lot of those off his edge. So yeah, for me, yeah, you give me Tyler Scott and Khalil Herbert on the offensive end, and defensively, give me Javon Dexter, and I would say Zach Pickens. Give me those two. I need to see more in those positions.
For me, on offense, I think the offensive line.
Before you get into that, Kobe, let me say this. I don't mean to cut you off, bro. But I have to put this out there. Swifty, I don't know if you're tuning us in, bro. But Swift, I did see your take on potential breakout player. You had Dominique Robinson as the potential breakout player for us defensively. Swift, you know you my guy. I love you 100 grand, bro, but I think you got that one wrong. I had to put that out there. I think D-Rob has showed us everything that his potential can offer us, and it's been a big disappointment. He had 7 games that he started in his rookie year, and he ended up with 2 sacks and a couple of shining moments. But after that guy's been missing in action for 26 games or so. And you pointed this out on your videos for 26 games or so. This guy's been MIA, bro. He's missing in action. He's not giving us anything. And I don't think that we have enough rope that's long enough to give him that much of a learning curve. We got to get something out of that position, and we got to get it right away, bro. Just wanted to point that out. Sorry, Swift, you my man, bro. 100 grand, love you, bro.
What was I going to say? Okay, for me on offense, I think the offensive line as a whole needs to step up. They need to be healthy because, game is won, up front. They're won in the trenches. And Braxton Jones, he has to step up. I know last year he had some injuries. Because I get it, with the neck injury, but at times he still struggles with the bull rush. Tevin Jenkins, he's got to stay healthy. He's got to do whatever it takes to stay healthy. Now I get it. You ain't got to play all 17 games, but at least play maybe 14, 15 games at least. To stay healthy.
75 to 80% of the games, bro.
80% of the games, man, because this is going to be even a contract year for you, man. So you can't play no games, man. And you got to do whatever it takes to keep yourself healthy, get an athletic trainer, get somebody that's going to help you, be durable, to allow your body to be durable, to be ready for the NFL season. So when it comes time to play, it wouldn't have to be a huge issue. Another player, of course, Nate Davis. I don't know what's going on with this guy. I've been hearing a lot of reports about him, missing sometimes in practice. I get it last year. Your mom.
Yeah, we get the hall pass last year.
I get it.
Get the hall pass. passes. Yeah,
I get it. I mean, I know you're still grieving from your mom dying. I get it, but this is a contract. Like, we just signed you to a 3-year deal, man, and we are depending on you as a right guard to do your job, man. And you got to get your head out of your own butt.
Kofi, he's getting paid $10 million a year. I understand mom is gone. Rest in peace, mom. I love mom. I lost my mom, so I can relate. But bro, 10 million reasons have been given to you since her death to get your act together, get over it, and get out there on that field. Nobody's grieving for an entire year, Kof. Nobody's doing that, Kof. Sorry. Sorry. Unless it's like your wife or something, bro. I'm sorry. And not to diminish his grievance at all, but I think this is far beyond him being grieved. My nephew T.O., he always calls Nate Davis Lazy Davis. I'm starting to believe his words on this guy now, man.
No, I'm starting to believe it too, because even at times I be seeing like at times in practice, he just be lackadaisical. He just be hanging around. Based on some of the clips that I've seen on Chicago Bears Twitter, the guy's just being lackadaisical, and he's not. I don't know if he has that love for the game per se.
Right.
It just seems like he doesn't have that love for the game. And Ryan Poles is looking for people that have that desire and that passion for the game. We don't need nobody to be half-assing it, to playing 50%, having 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out the door. We've had people like that in the past, and guess where that got us? That didn't get us nowhere.
Absolutely.
We need to have people that are 100% all in. And it just seems like Nate Davis is not 100% all in. I mean, hopefully sometime in training camp pops in, he's able to participate and he's able to dominate in practice. But based on from what we're seeing right now, I wouldn't put it past me if Kiran Amagaje or Ryan Bates take his position, on the right guard. Darnell Wright, I'm not too much worried about him. I know he was a rookie last year, but I think he's definitely going to get stronger. I'm not too worried about him. But I mean, overall, the offensive line, to me, that's the biggest one. The offensive line is the biggest one. They got to step up for real.
Absolutely. I think Ryan Bates is going to be a quality fill-in for us all up and down that line this year, bro. I really do. And I'm really curious. I don't know much about Sean Coleman, bro, but I'm really curious to see what.
Or Coleman Shelton.
Coleman Shelton. Am I saying it wrong? Sean Coleman. Shelton.
Coleman Shelton. Yeah.
For that. Coleman Shelton. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what Coleman Shelton brings to the table. I don't know anything about this guy, but they're giving rave reviews on him. I haven't watched much game film on him or anything. Kofi, have you seen any game film on this guy, man?
Yeah, he actually what's his name went down. I remember he started. Remember that season
when
the
Rams, right?
Yeah, that's that same season when the Rams went to the Super Bowl. He started like all 4 games.
In the playoffs,
he started like in the middle of the season when one of their starting centers went down, and then from there all the way until they went to the Super Bowl, like he started. So I mean, this past year he started like all 17 games this past season, if I'm not mistaken. So he's solid. He's solid. He's nothing like He's not like the best center, but like he's a solid center.
Right. He's formidable. And at this point, that's all we really need in front of Caleb Williams is a formidable line. They don't have to shut the world down. But I will say this: I'm with you, Kof, 1,000% on your got to do better list. But to me, the guy that is on who has the biggest hot seat that he's on is definitely Braxton Jones, because I think Kyron Omegaji, I think that guy's coming. And Coach, once he gets there, he's going to be a problem to get him off that field. I see that coming, bro. I see that coming, man. If he lives up to half his height, that guy's going to be a problem getting off of that field. And Braxton Jones may end up, being a quality backup or end up getting shipped out of town at some point, bro. But Braxton Jones really got to step up, bro. No more excuses. Step up. No more excuses. No more, You should not be as big as Braxton Jones is, and you can get bull rushed by an edge rusher running through your chest. That shows me you have no lower body strength. You can't sustain anything. And if you can't sustain anything being a left tackle in the NFL, you will not survive in this league.
That guy, he got to work on his deadlifts, bro, for real, this whole season. Work on your deadlift so you can work on your
they
ankle.
said he's been working on all that, bro. So some people just don't have a good anchor, bro. Some people don't know how to set their legs properly. They don't know how to lock in. They don't know how to hold people at bay. We need a guy over there that can hold people at bay. We need what's the blind side guy name? Michael Orr. We need a Michael Orr over there, bro.
Like Darnell Wright, he has a great anchor. Darnell Wright, I mean, you ain't gonna get past him.
Yes, and I watched game film on Ryan Bates. Ryan Bates has a great anchor, bro. He has a great anchor. I hear say that Tevin Jenkins has a great anchor.
But Braxton Jones,
not Kevin and Freeze, people. I'm just I'm not completely sold on the anchor.
You're observing, yeah.
Right. But above everybody else on that offensive line, it's got to be Braxton Jones that gets it together, bro.
Also Dom Rob. Okay. Yeah, so pretty much for me, it's pretty much the whole entire offensive line. But particularly Nate Davis and Braxton Jones, those are the two main guys that really need to step up this upcoming season.
What do you see on defense that we need to shore up, if anything?
Possibly like probably getting another edge. But I mean, yeah, possibly.
You think Austin Booker can fill the role, bro?
I think he can. I mean, if he is able to, learn from, Montez Sweat, learning, certain techniques, pass rushing techniques, or probably like what we can do is that, I definitely think we do need another edge because we definitely need somebody else on the left-handed side, to kind of teach him. Like maybe if we can get, what's his name back?
Ngakoue?
Yannick Ngakoue back, or whoever's out there. I don't know who else is out there. Or probably Calais Campbell. Is Calais Campbell still out there? He's probably is.
Paul, is he still out there?
Paul. Yeah. I mean, even at his age, he's still productive, man. The dude's like 37, 38. Very much. I mean, we re-signed Mercedes Lewis, bro. The dude is like 40 years old, bro. So, I mean, wouldn't put it past me to bring in, Calais Campbell. And the dude, like, I mean, he's been playing for damn near almost 20 years, and he's been productive ever since he's been in the league for almost 20 years. And so I think that, if you could bring like another edge, like let's say like a Calais Campbell or Yannick Ngakoue, you can have Austin Booker learn, from Montez Sweat and Calais Campbell, with all his years of being in the NFL and learning certain techniques on how to get to the quarterback, like you learning the swim move or, learning like certain pass rushing techniques, kind of like, with Javon Dexter from what he learned last year, with Yannick Ngakoue.
Right.
I
think if you're going with the way the team is built and structured, bro, if you're going to bring an edge rusher in, I think familiarity is the option that I would go if I'm the general manager. So bringing Yannick Ngakoue back makes sense to me, bro. He already knows the system. He knows how we attack. He knows what's expected. He knows how to set the edge. It's just a lot of things that you don't have to give him in terms of learning. He already has in place. Plus, he can teach. He can teach the Austin Bookers that we have. He can show them.
Adam Mason. Have you been watching a little bit of Adam Mason?
I love Adam Mason.
He doesn't like Yannick Ngakoue. He's saying he doesn't set the edge. He's kind of lazy. He takes some plays off. What do you think about that?
I wouldn't disagree with that. Most talented edge rushers tend to take plays off. I used to see Julius Peppers do it when he was here with the Chicago Bears. It's not beyond players to take plays off. Not a good look. Definitely don't think that's a good look. But at the same time, if your defense is hitting on all cylinders, I don't see why a player would feel the need to take plays off. when you're struggling, and that's the thing, that never gets factored in. When you're struggling on defense, you're struggling in terms of scoring and what have you. You have to account for the fact that players mentally will check out the room, so to speak. If you're not going anywhere, your team sucks. What was the Bears like? 1-4, 0-4 or something before we won our first game. So yeah, bro, it kind of takes the bite out of your fight a little bit, knowing that you're struggling, Now individually, and this is why it's great to have incentives in your contract. Individually, you have to find other reasons to keep playing and keep your motor going, when it's like that. Because not every season is going to be a winning season, that you experience in the NFL.
You're playing for a contract,
Right. Give me some incentives, give me, if I get 10 sacks this season,
if I become like a Pro Bowler or whatever,
Right. Give me some other motivations just in case my team lets me down. You know what I mean? So yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that, but I think Yannick Ngakoue is the safe way for us to go, bro. We don't have to teach him anything. He doesn't have to learn anything. He already knows what's expected of him, and he knows what we'll accept and what we won't at this point. Am I mad at it if we go and get somebody else? No, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. But I just think he's a safe route. He's a safe bet, for the Bears, at this point. Just my humble opinion. That's all.
Yeah. So, of course, I mean, I think the big, I mean, one of the biggest things on defense, of course, is the defensive line, but particularly, I mean, I was going to say Gervon Dexter, he definitely needs to improve. Or he has to make a big jump because
and I think he will, yeah, I think he will. And I think that's what the Bears brass, the coaching staff, Matt Eberle.
What up, T.O.?
What's up, T.O.? Yeah, I think that's what they are.
I had to say that before.
Yeah, before you get ripped a new one, I know, bro. But yeah, yeah. I think that's what they're seeing in him, and that they're banking on. Plus, he ended the season pretty strong last year in that middle. I would like to see a little bit more quickness in his get off the line. He's shown the potential to have that type of quick get off, or what I call like a Warren Sapp get off, where he can beat the double team, from the 3 technique position, and they can clog up the hole better. If I see that, sky's the limit for this kid. I do believe that the sky's the limit for this kid. Packers have a much better coach than us. Eric, you are absolutely right.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know what else I'm gonna say on
Matt
that.
LaFleur, Matt LaFleur, to me, he's one of the top coaches in the league, man. I mean,
personally, I like our new head coach.
Shane Waldron.
Oh, you didn't know we had a new head coach? You didn't know we had a new head coach? Cole, I thought you knew we had a new head coach, bro. Well, let me fill you in.
Yeah, Shane Waldron.
Shane Waldron is our new head coach, bro. He's just there to collect the check and talk word salads at the media, bro. That's what his job is now. He's a representative for the organization. That's what he is. But I think Shane Waldron, honestly, and Eric Washington, they're our new coaching staff, bro. Literally, head coach and assistant coach, right there. Now, come on. Eric, you confusing me, bro. First you praise the Packers coaching staff, and then you turn around and you join the fanfare said FGB. Bro. Eric, I'm a little confused. What we got here?
Do y'all see Bears extending DJ Moore, and is he worth getting Justin Jefferson money? I don't think he's worth getting the type of Justin Jefferson money, but I think he's worth $30 million. I'd say between 25 to 30 million based on his production. 25 to 30.
I'm with giving. I definitely want to extend DJ Moore. I don't want to see him in the uniform for the rest of his career. I want to see him right here in Chicago, locked in as a Bears receiver for the rest of his career. but maybe 25 to 28. I don't think you give him Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill type money. I don't think, he's a great receiver in his own right, but their next level. He is not that level, bro. He is not that level. No.
Yeah, Justin
I'm gonna
Jefferson.
tell you another thing I would like to see, Damian. I would like to see the Bears work out a contract extension with Keenan Allen before the season starts. Give us 2 more years out of Keenan Allen. I wouldn't be mad at that. Can we get him? He's getting 23 for this year. We're picking up the tab on that. Can we get him in anywhere from 20 to 22? I would love to keep him too. I would love to keep him. And we're going to have Roma Dunze under a rookie contract. Well, Caleb Williams under a rookie contract. You're giving these 2 dudes to them for a couple of more years. Well, that'd be outstanding for this organization. So 25 with DJ, I would make DJ our highest paid receiver, 25 to 28. I wouldn't mind giving Keenan 20 to 22. And then we got rookie contracts after that. I would love it. Let's go.
Allen has to stay healthy first. Yeah, if he can stay healthy, yeah.
I mean, he's an old head, but you got to understand, Keenan Allen, when he is on the field, he is a holy terror to the NFC North. And I think I wish he had become available before this year. I wish we'd have got him a few years earlier. But
Eric, you're stupid.
I go look at God on day 7 and said, "Hey, how about somebody? Eric, you need Jesus, my brother."
That's all right. Hey, everybody, pray for Eric Harper, man. Pray for Eric.
Yes. Open his eyes, Lord. Show him the light. Brother, see the light. Yeah, but I think if we can manage his workload, and if I'm totally honest with you guys, I think the thing that hurt Keenan Allen in Los Angeles now with the Chargers, I think the thing that hurt him there was the abundance of workload that he had to carry. Keenan Allen was getting peppered over there. 15, 20 targets a game easily. And that's every single game. So anytime you get that many targets, you're going to take that much more contact. You're going to hit a lot more. It's going to put wear and tear on you. I think they tried to get him some help over there with Mike Williams. And then they went and got Quentin Johnson in the draft. Who else? Josh Palmer, and
Gerald Everett was there too.
Right. They were trying to get him some help.
He was there during last season too.
They were trying to get him some help, but they just couldn't get this guy enough help. And I think that's why his body took such a beating. I would agree with you guys. That's why I said 2 years for Keenan, not necessarily 3. Just give me 2 more years in extension with this season, and we'll see where that goes. But I would love to keep him and DJ Moore. I want DJ Moore here for the rest of his days, bro. Real talk, bro. I'm not gonna tell you.
For real.
Yeah.
Let's see what's on the other comments. The roster looks strong on paper. They have to do it on the field now. Yep, that's true.
Absolutely. You got to get it done.
I think the Packers are loaded. Hate to say it. Better O-line, better D-line, running back room, better QB. What do you think about that? Do you think – I don't know. I mean, Jordan Love.
I think the Packers are loaded. I hate to say it. Better O-line, better D-line, better running back room, better QB. No, sir. What the Packers are, they are very formidable. They're a solid fit team.
I think they're well coached. I don't think they're a better roster than Detroit, my opinion.
Yeah, but they are solid. I'm not going to diminish,
they're a well coached team.
Yeah, they're a well coached team, and they are a solid team, top to bottom. But there's nothing stand outish about that team. That team is just solid. They're just solid everywhere. And so for that reason, I definitely can't give them better than the Bears. Now, the O-line, I will give them. They do not have a better D-line in my estimation. We're about on par, I think, with them on the D-line. I give them, they got one more edge rusher than what we got in terms of, what's his name? Preston Smith and Rashard Gary. I will give them that. Kenny Clark is a monster in the middle of that. But I don't think they have a better running back room necessarily. You got one guy that you're leaning on, and then Corey Dillon what's his name? Dylan.
AJ Dillon.
AJ Dillon. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he's a big bruising guy who doesn't like bruising. I'm not crazy about that. I will give them the nod at QB right now. No way I can put a rookie over Jordan Love right now. So yeah, but I don't think it's like you're thinking, Don. I don't think it's like you're thinking.
Now, I know a lot of people are going to say Josh Jacobs was a great signing, but the fact that they don't have Aaron Jones, I think that's going to be a little bit of a dip off. I mean, with the Bears because, with it was like I don't know what the life of me. Aaron Jones is like every time he played us, it's like he always like knew where to look for certain holes in order to get through, through the A gap or like the B gap. I think, with Aaron, with more so Josh Jacobs is more of like a bruising back. Like he's more like that ground and pound type of running back, you know? And I think
he's a between the tackles type of guy.
Between the tackles, I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem with the Chicago Bears as opposed to Aaron Jones because Aaron Jones, I mean, that dude knew like he was just like very explosive when he was on the run, like super explosive. And that was kind of our weakness. I don't think, with Josh Jacobs is not going to be too much of a problem, even though, I mean, he's a great running back, but
he doesn't have the foot speed that Aaron Jones has. He doesn't have the foot speed. He can catch the ball, but I think Aaron Jones is a more prolific catcher and he's more explosive in the open field. And I'm going to give Aaron Jones that. But
he's kind of like DeAndre Swift in a way.
Exactly. The difference between Aaron Jones and Josh Jacobs is that Josh Jacobs can stay healthy. He can stay on the field. He's more durable as a running back. And that's the plus that the Packers have in gaining him. But he is an all-purpose back too. So I'll put that out there too. He's a do-it-all type of back. So when you got him there, you got a guy that you can depend on. You got a guy that you can depend on. But Aaron Jones definitely instant action. That's instant offense there, bro. That dude's explosive. The instant he hits the field.
Let's not forget he was the best running back in NFL All Pro. Okay.
Who we talking about, Theo?
He's talking about Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs. Okay.
Wish we would have brought back Allen Robinson. Yeah, I know he had a rough time with the Steelers and Rams, but he could be a backup.
We good on him, bro.
No, we good over here. We good. No, we good, Daniel.
We don't need no more Allen Robinson experience.
No more Allen Robinson. No.
Yeah,
like I said,
gone, bro.
During his last year with the Bears, I mean, he took a lot of plays off, bro. Like he did not. He took a lot of plays off, like during his last year, because with the whole contract negotiation with Ryan Pace, I'm like that dude. I didn't see his heart in the game, even after he left. Even when he was playing with the Rams and with other teams, like I saw him closely. He took a lot of playoffs. So it wasn't even just with the Bears. He took a lot of players off with the Rams. He took a lot of players off, even with the Steelers. And so, he quit He quit. Like he's done in the NFL. Like the dude, he's done. He's done, bro.
If I could allude to this really quick, Kof, because I know it's been a hot, big topic all throughout the sports world. This whole Caitlin Clark thing. Look, people, y'all get off of this woman's back with trying to make her be a victim in the league and in the sports venue that she loves to be a part of. Caitlin Clark is a professional basketball player. She is a consummate pro. And this is the one person, when you hear all of this hoopla about how unjustly she's being treated and everybody's, got this so-called black racism toward the white ball player. She's the one player you don't hear making any gripes about this. So, I wish somebody would take the time, Cove, to go and interview Caitlin Clark and ask her thoughts on something before everybody makes these assertions about how she's so unjustly being treated and what have you. You don't hear Caitlin Clark complaining because she's a ball player. She understands that she's going to go through these growing pains. She's a rookie, and the rookie hazing is what everybody gets coming into the league. Do you all think that Michael Jordan had it easy when he came in, as the media darling? His airness you know, and Spike Lee is giving him commercials when all these other ball players ever getting commercials from
when he came here, they're giving him hell, bro.
Yeah. Do you think LeBron James was praised when he got all these Nike commercials calling him the soul of the game and the king of the court and your King James and all of this stuff? Do you think for one moment that these guys took it easy on him? No. Caitlin Clark is no exception. She is no exception. She's going to get the same treatment that every other rookie that comes in the WNBA gets. This is a professional league with great basketball players, and they're not going to let no upstart come in there and outshine them, period. So y'all can get over this. Caitlin Clark is a victim stuff because she's not. She's not. And please bury the whole racism thing, because the last time I checked, while everybody was talking about the Olympic team and her being snubbed on it because she's a white player, there are 4 other white players already on that team, bro. Yeah, Breanna Stewart, yeah, she's one of them. Sabrina Ionescu, she's another one. You know what I mean? Diana Taurasi, come on, man. What are we talking about here? What are we talking? And all these are great players. I just need to know from the general public, of all those players that's on the Olympic roster, and when you guys get the chance, y'all can go look it up. Tell me which one of those players is Caitlin Clark going to be able to uproot to get her spot. She's not outplaying any of them players that's on that team.
I think with Caitlin Clark, I think why a lot of them are so jealous is because she's brought so much attention to the WNBA. I mean, prior to that,
but that's just it, Cove. It's not jealousy. It's being deemed as
bringing
jealousy.
More attention, and that's a good thing, you know.
Right. It's being deemed as jealousy because they feel like the players are intentionally targeting her. No, the players intentionally target all rookies, especially if you come in with fanfare. They target all rookies. So you're not going to get any preferential treatment because your name is Caitlin Clark and you bringing some fans and some private jets and stuff to the table. They're not going to do that. They want to win a championship. These ladies play ball to win championships. And if you are standing in the way of them getting the championship, guess what? They're going to knock you out the way to get to that championship. This is what they do, bro.
Hey, yo, Mills, I love what her and Angela are doing for the game. And he's talking about Angela, what's her name?
Angel Reese. He's talking about Angel Reese. Yeah.
Angel Reese. That's what she means. He said Angela Reese. Angel Reese are doing for the game. I don't think she's a victim of anything except being overhyped, and the pros is just exposing it. Yep.
And you know what, Mills? And thanks for the comment, bro. I don't even think she's overhyped. I think her hype is justified. I think she's supposed to get the hype that she's getting because she is the media darling right now. She is the face of the WNBA, whether we want to accept that or not. What she's not going to get is preferential treatment from players in the league. These women are professional and they are a beast at what they do. Right now, if you would ask the typical Caitlin Clark fan who's the number one player in the WNBA, they couldn't tell you. Everybody's going to scream Caitlin Clark from their end. They don't know anything about A'ja Wilson, who's over there.
She was the best player last year. A'ja Wilson was the best player last year.
And she's dominant right now. Breanna Stewart is a close second. They're not going to tell you. They don't know anything about these players. These women are playing ball, and they're playing out their wits. You're talking about women who almost averaging 30 points a game with 12 rebounds a game. These ladies can play. And they are not going to let this upstart come in here and outshine them. Sorry, not happening. No. Don't care what she brings to the table.
No, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to let a rookie outshine me. I've been playing for years. I'm like, a rookie?
That's all I'm saying. She's going to be a superstar eventually in this league. I got no doubt in my mind. She's got that potential. The sky's the limit for Caitlin Clark, and I love her as a ball player. I love her toughness, her mental toughness, and she's not the one that ever is complaining on the subject. But everybody crying foul because she's not getting some, no preferential treatment and not being handled with kid gloves is ridiculous. That's
and ridiculous. I know what's her name, Monica McNutt, and I think Stephen A. They had a whole debate about that. The fact that
Monica said him right, she got him right together, brother.
Yeah, she did.
She got him right together.
Yeah, because she was talking about how the fact that now that the WNBA is getting all this attention, I'm like, how come you never really? Because she was talking about how come you never really talked about the WNBA. all these years, and now the whole Caitlin Clark situation, you want to talk about it. And then Stephen A, he got mad because I got all these women in here. I brought in all these women to, First Take. I'm like, that's not even the whole conversation Monica was talking about. She was like, how come you never talked about the WNBA, like bringing enough attention to, First Take or whatever? How come you never talked about it? All those years you've been on First Take, all those years you've been on ESPN. How come the WNBA hasn't been getting all this attention? Now that Caitlin Clark is coming, now they're getting all this attention. I don't know.
Okay. Give me 1 second, Kof. Give me 1 second.
All right. I'm going to read these comments section. I'm with Shannon Sharp. If you're trying to grow the game, why leave her off? Clark is the most popular and is talented enough to play on this team. Yeah, I guess because Caitlin Clark, like she's bringing like all this attention to the WNBA, and now WNBA, they're going to be getting like all these sponsorships and brand deals. Well, to me now, they're going to be getting it because the WNBA they haven't been getting this type of attention. Like they haven't gotten this type of attention in a long time, and so I think with Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, all these players that are coming in with their star power, they're going to bring some type of relevancy to the NBA or to WNBA. Now,
if I can address what T.O. is alluding to here, I get that the popularity of the league is growing because of Caitlin Clark. No, nobody's denying that. But this league is a league of professional ball players. No one's going to handle her with kids' gloves and just let her through on everything that everybody else had to earn the right to be on. If she wants to be on the Olympic team, bro, she gotta earn that. Nobody gives you that. If you want to be on the Olympic team, you got to outshine or outplay one of these other players. I think if you're trying to grow the league, if you're going from a media perspective and we're only looking at this as entertainment, then absolutely throw her on there. But if we're talking about professional players who believe that they are the best in their craft at what they do and they want to compete at the highest level, then we're talking about putting the best players that are available from the league on this team. We're not talking about putting somebody out there just because they're media dollar, because they're bringing fanfare or what have you. What's really sad is that it took Caitlin Clark to have to come along after all of the greatness that the WNBA has produced talent-wise. Because remember, we're talking about a league with Lisa Leslie in it. We're talking about a league with Cheryl Swoops. We're talking about a league with Cynthia Cooper. We're talking about a league with Maya Moore. We're talking about a league with Diana Taurasi. With
Candace Parker. Remember when we won that championship 3 years ago? Remember when we won the championship 3 years ago, Chicago Sky? Yeah. Nobody was talking about that.
Right. And we're talking
2021. Nobody came to the championship parade when Chicago Sky won.
We're talking about women in the WNBA like Lisa Leslie and Candace Parker who were dunking the basketball. Candace Parker is shooting threes, and that's beautiful. I'm not mad at none of that. But the fanfare should have been there. It should have been there a long time ago. The only thing that Candace Parker has done to me, not Candace Parker, I'm sorry, Caitlin Clark has done to me is she's brought in the white faction of fan base that was missing from this before. That's the only thing I see that she's done different, And I'm not mad at that. I love that. I'm glad that everybody's watching now. But come on now, just because y'all coming to see her does not mean that she's got to be seen. That she's got to be the star player.
Right. There are other star players on here. Nobody talks about, man. Nobody talks about, And I think this is not just it wasn't just a Stephen A problem, man. Like, it's just the fact that they weren't bringing so much attention, to the WNBA at all. I get what Monica McNutt is saying, but like, it's just not, it's not only Stephen A. It's the national media, period. It's the national media, period. It's the national media, period, that haven't been bringing attention to the WNBA, man.
Right. But I'll just say this. Regardless of how they get there, I'm glad that it's finally happening, bro. I'm glad that it's finally happening. And thank God for Caitlin Clark. Thank God for her. You know, she's really helping this league take off now. You know, but if they're going to take off and they're going to be a professional league, they can't coddle her. They're not going to coddle her. I was going to take her by the hand and say, "Oh, you got us on the private jets now. You got us a few more dollars. You got us some more viewership on TV. Thank you. And now we're going to let you just slide through everything." No, nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. Sorry. That happened.
Yeah, I don't even know how this whole thing just turned into a Caitlin Clark. But speaking of basketball, who do you got for the Celtics and the Mavericks? But before I end this,
my money is on the Mavericks. I think the Mavericks are, and I've been saying this before the playoffs even started, I think they're the most dangerous team that was left in the play that was in the playoffs. But realistically, the Boston Celtics are the deepest team in the NBA, and they just get too many ways they can hit you. You know, they coming at you guns blazing, and Dallas is already, you know, at a detriment going up against this type of lineup. But I figured with Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic that they could offset a lot of the offensive firepower that the Celtics are bringing to the table. But with Kyrie not showing up and the Celtics being an elite defensive team, I think they're just going to be too much to overcome, bro. I still got to go 7.
Derek White block that he did on
oh yeah,
that
he got Kyrie Irving. He got a couple of blocks in that game. He got Kyrie Irving. He got Daniel Gafford. You know, he got a couple of big blocks in that game. So to me, I just don't see Dallas being able to overcome this. Damian, I see your comments here. I'll read these off. It says the media needs to stop harassing these players like they did to Carter and Angel at the bus. Okay, I think I recall what you're referring to, bro. But they do need to stop harassing these players. You know, they attacking them and won't give them the time of day. You know, they want everybody to talk about Caitlin Clark, and the treatment that she's getting. I don't see anything she's getting treated. I don't see how she's getting treated any different than any other player, rookie that comes in. Do you think that the league took it easy on Candace Parker when she came out dunking on everybody? No, they take it easy on her. You think they weren't trying to knock snot from Lisa Leslie when her and the LA Sparks was doing their thing?
That's what they do to everybody. They do that to every player that
Diana
comes in.
Taurasi, she caught all kind of hands and feet of Saturday when she first got out there. AO says, so I agree that she is a media star for sure. But what I'm saying is that her playing skills and style work in the college arena, but I think it's being exposed on this arena. I'd have to disagree.
It's a different sport. It's a whole different beast.
But I don't think. Well, I still would have to disagree with you on that, AO, because, a 3-point shooting, you know, there's really no way to expose any flaws in that when you're very good at it. Steph Curry has showed us that in the NBA. You know, when you got that kind of range, it's unguardable. And Caitlin, you know, she's still figuring it out. She's a rookie. She's had some explosive games, and then she's had some not so explosive games. I saw her have a game where she scored 17 points, and then the next night she scored 3. You know, and then
she scored like 30 points one other game.
Yeah, she scored 30 points. So it's just the up and down of a rookie season. You know, she's getting her her lumps. You know, and that's just the way that it goes. He says, I believe the number I saw was 226% votes since last year's WNBA. Yep, and that's where the beauty of Caitlin Clark comes into play. She is bringing the fanfare, and that is beautiful for the sport. I still don't think she gets a hall pass, though, based on that. Let's see what Damian had to say here next. The popularity thing is what makes the sport soft.
No, actually what makes the sport better.
Right. The popularity thing just makes the sport visible, bro. It doesn't make it soft. Yeah, it just makes it visible. AO asked a question here. You don't think that you're double talking? Why would I think I'm double talking? You just said that she's a baller and a star, which to me co-signs that she should have been picked. No,
What are you
no,
talking
she's a
about?
baller, and she's a
She was the
baller,
number
and
one
she
pick.
is a star. But that doesn't mean she's the best star for the team, bro. And I'm definitely going to co-sign that she's the baller. I watched her play in Iowa. Her last 2 seasons there, she is an outstanding basketball player. I'm not taking anything from her, but in the WNBA, you have to earn your way. You don't get to take what you did in college and bring it to the professional ranks and then just get to shine like you did in college. No, she's got to earn her way. It's a lot of quality players that's in this league. Secondly, he says Kaylin has brought more than just white attention to the WNBA. I'm sure. I would agree with that. I just point out the white attention because this is where most of the fanfare is coming from, where everybody's talking about she's being bullied and what have you. Most of these people have never sat down and watched the WNBA game before now. So, so that's why I referenced that. Damian Kaylin Clark, not the only one making the WNBA popular. I would agree with that to an extent, but Damian, she has blown it up ridiculously with the fanfare. I'm glad that she brought the fanfare to the table, but it's always been a dynamite league. If you're a purist of the sport, basketball. When you watch the WNBA, you see pure basketball. It's real good basketball going on over here. Okay, Ayo, your last comment here said LeBron on the 2004 Olympic team without having anything under his belt except fanfare. I don't agree with that, bro. I don't agree with that. So make it make sense. No, LeBron didn't just get on that Olympic team, bro. LeBron was shining and dominant in this league at the time that he made that Olympic team, bro. They didn't just throw him on that team. I guarantee you that. The last one is Celtics not having Porzingis got to be the factor for the Mavs to make it come back. Hopefully,
I don't think Porzingis is gonna play. I don't think he's gonna play. I don't know about his injury report, but
the Celtics have stated, the Celtics brass have stated that they are taking the decision for him to play or not play out of his hands. So that tells me that they're not going to play him. They say his injury was more serious. It was more serious than what he was letting on, bro. So yeah. So I would agree. I would agree with that, Damian. They do need to take advantage of that. They need to utilize it, bro. Yes, they do.
Yeah, that's going to be a big factor, Porzingis not playing, because if he doesn't play, oh my God, it's going to open up lanes, especially for Kyrie to go in there and finish at the hole.
Kyrie needs somebody to open up lanes for him, bro, because they ain't been
for real.
And I think Jason Kidd needs to help him too, bro. I'm faulting a lot of his struggles on Jason Kidd because Jason's looking at that he's this phenomenal ball handler, and he is a phenomenal ball handler. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't set picks for the man. You shouldn't run him off.
Yeah, you got to set picks
and stuff. You got to free him up. You got to free him up to get his shots off. You can't expect this man to go break a defense down every single time down the court. And this is the top defense in the NBA that he's running up on. You're not going to get that running up on. And these guys are bigger than him too. I think everybody forgets that when they look at Kyrie. Kyrie's a short guy. He's a little guy. Derek White,
even though he's tall and normal in everyday life, but like he's short compared to these giants.
Exactly. Derek White is towering over him. Drew Holiday is towering over him. And these dudes are great on the ball defenders. You're not just going to go through them and pull magic tricks all day and hit shots on them. That's just not going to happen with these guys all day.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see though, man. We'll definitely see. When is game 3? Let me see when game 3 is. Hey, do you think I should make like a second channel? Just breaking down basketball and stuff like. I was actually thinking about that. Making like a second channel where I just do like everything NBA and like I break down like NBA tape.
Hey,
that's the thing I always like been thinking about.
Hey, go for it, Chief. Go for it. I'm not mad at that idea. You might want to wait until the season starts, though.
Yeah.
With the tail end now, bro. Wouldn't be much to break down.
But anyway, guys, I'd like to thank all you guys for coming. Well, we went way over. I'd like to thank all y'all for coming. Damian Hernandez, Ayo Mills, Don Burr, Ron Hernosky, Eric Harper, Real Street Sports Talk. thank y'all for coming, man. And stay tuned for more video updates in regards to Chicago Bears news and just Chicago sports in general. He said the name of your channel is KO Sports Talk. You don't need multiple channels to talk sports. Okay.
Great point, Al.
Great point. But anyway, guys, how we always end it here. Claws up, bear down. All right, guys. Peace. I'm out.
That's why I'm trying to make a better way. Whole new crib in a better place. Get my people out the hood. We'll see better days. Tell a fan sorry, y'all let them wait. Shit up there like a Saturday. Listen to me happy.